6 ways to make between $2,000 to $5,000 a month on Google selling high ticket. So how do we find clients that really need our digital marketing services? So if you're joining us for the first time, we're looking at selling high ticket digital marketing services, and we're looking at services people are currently not offering, and we're going to look at strategies that people are currently not adopting. So how do you position yourself to get the right clients, to solve high ticket problems, and help clients understand that this problem is going to help them yield or generate more revenue, more leads, more clients. So one thing I want us to understand is there's a big difference between high ticket, high margin, high volume, and high frequency. I noticed that these 4 items are sometimes confused. Yeah, sometimes some people are talking about high ticket, and meanwhile they're talking about high margin. Yes, it's possible for a high ticket to also have a high margin, and it's also possible for a high ticket to also have high volume. But it depends on the situation. So let me help you understand high ticket, high margin, high volume. So for high ticket, let's say a lady is selling, I know this lady that sells a course. She sells a course and it's on real estate and it's for $30,000. Now this is considered high ticket because it's a high ticket course because of the price of the course. I remember a young man who sold a property for 100 million naira. Now 100 million naira, meaning that this has about how many zeros? Let's say about 8 zeros, means this is a high ticket. So most times real estate, those in the real estate sector are people that are conversant with high ticket. There are a lot of industries that you can sell high ticket products. So let's look at what is high margin. Now high margin is simply, let's say I buy a product from a supplier, maybe from Amazon, from Alibaba, or any of the online where you can always find suppliers. I buy this product for $5, and this is like a Bluetooth speaker for $5, and I sell for $95. Now it has I have a $90 margin, and that's a high margin because I bought the product at $5 and I'm selling at $95. So that's high margin. Now high frequency products, you don't buy one, you buy a lot of them. So blocks is an example. You hardly see people go out to say, okay, I'm buying just one block. They might be buying 10, 100, 1,000 block. So it's high volume. So there's how you create high volume in what you are selling. But there are products that when going out to buy them, you have to buy them in volume. So you need to understand that because these are different models and different principles when you're going into business. Some people prefer businesses that are high volume. And sometimes when you position yourself as a wholesaler, it's very, very good for you. It's easier for you to sell high volume. The last one is high frequency. Now, what high frequency simply means is that products that are you always get people coming back, sometimes daily, sometimes twice a day to buy. A very good example is bread. There are other products that are high frequency. That means if somebody is consuming bread today, he's most likely to buy bread tomorrow. He's most likely to come back the next day. So 7 days in a week, your product is selling. So that's high frequency. So I need you to understand the difference. High margin, high ticket, high frequency, and high margin. You need to understand the difference between all this. So it's very good because when you're looking for clients, you can easily say, okay, what kind of business is this person into? So today we're going to focus on high ticket. And the secret to selling high ticket is to look for companies that sell high ticket products. So if I'm going to sell a high ticket service, I will need to look for companies that sell a high ticket product. It's easier for them to accept. It's easier to them to understand why they should be buying a high ticket service. So if you like this, I want you to click like and I want you to subscribe to this as we continue. So let me give you an example of high ticket industries or high ticket sectors. The furniture sector is one, and that's the critical one we'll be looking at in most of the examples I'll be giving today. Roofing is another high ticket industry. Construction, home improvement, logistics, name it. There are lots of high ticket industries, and the whole idea is identifying companies in these high ticket industries and finding them online. And one place we're going to look for them is in Google. So let's sit down and do our own maths. If we get 4 of these companies to pay us $500 every month, we can earn between $2,000 to $5,000. Sometimes you can earn more. So I want you to understand your maths. The whole idea is understanding what you are offering this company and how important is this thing to the company. So let's look at the entire strategies. We're going to be looking at 6. So let's look at all the strategies and understand them. And we're going to be focused on Google. Now, the first key thing before you start looking for companies is understand that industry. What is the price unit of their product? Understand what is the unit price, the unit cost of a product. When you understand what's the unit cost of the product, it's easier for you to understand if this is a product or an industry you should be considering. Now, most service-based businesses are high ticket. I said most of them, or let's say some of them are high ticket. So you need to understand. So one key thing is if you go on Google and then you search for furniture companies, for example, I looked at furniture companies in Lagos and looked at furniture companies in Accra. And you find that some products like in Lagos, for example, this seat alone is about 69,000 naira. The seating sets, you find products close to 1 million, 2 million. Furniture only, and this is like the living room chairs or the living room chairs, like ₦1 million, 2 million naira, and there's some high tickets. So if you look at it in Accra, if you go to Tonaton, you can find products 2,500 Ghana cedis. I saw one for 5,000 Ghana cedis for just one chair. 10,000 Ghana cedis, 12,000 Ghana cedis, 15,000 Ghana cedis, and more. So this chair alone, this is an executive chair, is 1,600 Ghana cedis for just one chair. So somebody might intend to buy 5, and might intend to buy 10. So, but the key problem most of these companies have is this: how do we sell more of our products? And that's the whole idea in high ticket service, to help companies with more visibility, more brand awareness, more leads, so that they can sell more of their products. So where do we find these companies is one good question. And the second one is, what service do we offer? There are a lot of conventional services other people are offering, but what kind of service do you offer in this case? So where do you find this company? One key place we can find these companies we can find them in the local or in the international directories. I believe that directories online are an untapped gold mine. They are just an untapped gold mine. The problem a lot of people have is what companies do we look for and how do you contact them? But let's look at where do we find this local and international directory? So I'm going to go to the internet and help you understand this. I'm going to type furniture companies directory in Accra. I'm going to use in Ghana. So furniture companies directory in Ghana. Good. So it's going to give me directories. So I'm going to go to these directories and then I'll look for the company. Now the whole idea is, what service am I going to sell to this company? Now the key service you're going to sell to this company is, you can go through all the directories. There are a lot of directories, and the ones I will need you to consider is the Ghana Yellow Page and this other directory. So you go to the Ghana Yellow Page and Ghana and the businessghana.com. These are very good directories. So if you're in Nigeria, if you're in any part of the country or any part of the world, just go to the local directory for that company. So if you come here, you can always search for furniture companies or any of the companies you want to search for, and there are different locations. So if you want to search for them in Accra, you can search for them in Kumasi, in the different parts of Ghana. If you're in Nigeria, you can also do the same thing. If you're outside the country, you can also do the same thing. So let's say I want to search for furniture companies directory, let's say in London. So for example, furniture company directory in London. So some are promoting their directory, but I'm going to scroll down, and this is furniture manufacturers, So this is a list of furniture manufacturers, because being a very large and developed economy, there are furniture manufacturers and there are also people that sell the furniture. So some are manufacturing. So this is a directory for all manufacturers of furniture, and I can go to any of them and start researching the companies. And when I research the companies, what exactly is my objective? My objective is, how do I take them from just being in a directory, contacting them about getting more leads on somewhere like Google Business Profile. Now, what is Google Business Profile? Google Business Profile is, or was formerly called, Google Business Profile was formerly called Google My Business. Now, Google My Business helps you position your company on the internet. So, let's say I am currently in Accra and I'm looking for the best furniture company in Ghana, or the best furniture company in Accra. So I'm going to, so what people will normally type is the keyword furniture company in Accra, for example. It's going to give you a list of companies. How do we get these people from just being in a directory and bringing them to the Google Business Profile, which was formerly called Google My Business? So it's going to show them here. Now, if you're on the mobile phone, this is going to be shown differently. So it's going to be shown differently where there will be a portion here where you can dial the company. So it's very, very easy. I'm looking for furniture companies in Ghana, and it gives me a list of these companies, and I can just click on dial and start calling the companies. That easy. So the key question will be finding how many times is furniture companies in Accra searched for on the internet. That one you can just use a keyword tool to find how many times furniture companies in Accra is searched on the internet, because these numbers are going to be very important when you are advising and convincing that client to buy your service. So getting them on Google Business Profile is one strategy. Let's look at the second strategy you can use. Now, let me repeat this. You can get them from the local directory or the international directory and get into Google Business Profile. That's the first strategy. Now, the second strategy is to get them from searched to being discovered. Now, being searched is, you're going to get them from being searched to being discovered. Now, anybody on Google most times is dependent on searched. So that means they will be dependent on people searching a keyword. The other strategy is taking them to social media and promoting them with an advert, let's say on Facebook, most likely on Facebook, and getting them discovered, getting their brands out there for people to know that they exist and they provide this service. So let's say somebody comes to Google My Business and is looking for furniture companies in Accra. Now, when they type it, Google My Business is what we show first. But guess what? Most people that see this will be making their decision based on this top three. Now, the funny thing is that, or the strange thing is that, there are other companies, manufacturer companies in Accra. And it's when you click on more places that you start scrolling down and see a lot of them. A lot of them. So if you go down to all these pages, page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 10 and beyond, there are still more manufacturing companies, more furniture companies. Now guess what? Most of them cannot get to the first page. Most of them might not get to the first page. That means being here might not be very, very, very lucrative for them unless they have a keyword that people are searching for. But if all the major keywords are saturated, they will need an alternative means to find customers, to find leads, and to bring in sales. So the only alternative means is to take them to social media on Facebook ads and get them to promote their products with Facebook ads. Because Facebook ads, believe me, is cheaper than Google ads. So getting them there will be very, very key. So how do you get them there? the first thing you need to do is this. Understand the companies you should be looking for. I am not going to start contacting these ones that are on the first page. I will need to go down to maybe page 2, 3, and then contact them. I'll just click here. I'll just click here and go down to, let's say, page 2, because they are not on the first page and they don't have the advantage of being on the first page. So I'm going to scroll down here and start contacting these companies because some of them have no reviews. Just contact them and tell them about the opportunity and tell them about the result or expectations they can get and tell them about going to Facebook. But most of them, you will need to go to Facebook to find out if they are currently on Facebook or if they have started running Facebook ads. So if some of them are already running Facebook ads, telling them about that service will mean that you have not done your research properly and you don't currently know about their business. So that's one key thing. So the easiest way for you to find out if they're currently running Facebook ads or if they have run Facebook ads before is for you to use the Facebook ads library. So it's called the Facebook ads library. When you go to the Facebook ads library, you type the name of the company there and to give you a history of the company, if they have run ads before or if they are currently running ads, for you to understand, okay, this is the kind of ads they ran before. So when you come to the Facebook ads library, you change it to the country. You can also change it to the category. Since they're in the furniture industry, you check for them there and it will give you a report if they have run ads before or if they are currently running an ads. That's the second strategy. Now, understand this, that you can always contact 5 to 10 companies. 5 to 10 companies because you have carefully researched them. But the key thing this will help you understand is after 2 to 3 months, you will be an expert in that industry. So you'll be an expert in the furniture industry. Somebody might hear you talk, somebody might hear you speak, and the person will think that, wow, you know a lot about our industry because you have done an extensive research in that industry. It's the same thing. One very good high-ticket industry is the cosmetic surgery industry. Very, very good. There are a lot of high-ticket industries. People that sell high-ticket products at very high prices with also very good margins, and it's very easy for them to accept a high-ticket service from you and pay for it. So let's look at the third strategy. Now, the third strategy is for you to help them rank with keywords with ads. Now, what that is saying is simply, how do you get them to rank for keywords with ads? So, we say furniture companies in Accra, for example, is going to give you a list of furniture companies. Now, these are people that are ranking for this keyword. So let's say we type best furniture companies in Accra. Best furniture companies in Accra. A lot of people are going to rank for them. But if you notice something, when you come to search here, Google My Business is first. Then all these are people that are ranking with content. The whole idea is anytime you search for anything on Google on Google, the first thing you will see is ads. The ads are the first thing, then Google My Business is the second one, then those that will rank for content. Let me give you an example because this is just showing you an opportunity. Let's say we search for furniture companies in London, for example. Furniture companies in London, and then we click on search. You will see this. Okay, this is not giving us the same, but if you come down to the bottom here, so nobody's running ads for furniture companies in London. So let's look at another example. Let's say we're looking for roofing companies, for example. Roofing companies in London, for example. Now, roofing companies is a high-ticket industry. You can see the first items here, or the first result is going to give you ads. So when you see this AD before before any of the results, it means that an advert is being run for the keyword roofing companies in London. So let's look at roofing companies in Accra, for example, and see if there are adverts running. Now, can you see? There are no adverts running for roofing companies in Accra, for furniture companies in Accra. So that keyword, first thing you need to do is look for how many times that keyword is searched for in Google. For some, the keyword volume might be, let's say 5,000 might be much, might be a lot. But if you look for a keyword tool and then you do your research and find out how many times is this keyword searched for every month. Roofing companies in Accra, furniture companies in Accra, how many times is this searched on Google? It's easier for you to understand if there is enough volume for you to start advising any company to put your money on this because it's going to give you this result. So let's say the volume is about 1,000, and if at the end of that, if at the end of the month we can convert 20 or 25 of those people to customers, it's very, very good for you to do that calculation and advise the company to go for that keyword, pay for that keyword on Google, run Google ads for them to always appear anytime they type furniture companies in Accra or anytime they type roofing companies in Accra. So that's the way you need to advise them. Remember, the whole idea is for you to understand how to be a digital strategist, not just a digital marketer, because there's a clear difference. So you being a digital strategist is you understanding the numbers, understanding the opportunity, the risk, and the reward in everything you are doing. So in the next class, we are going to understand the remaining 3 strategies, because they're very, very good strategies and they're very, very effective strategies. And you will sit down and map out your strategy on how you will go about implementing any of these strategies and getting clients. If you have questions, kindly share them in the comment section and I will be answering those questions. I will create a video to answer your questions, and please subscribe and I will see you in the next class. Thank you.